absolutely amazing. I swear my 4-year-old daughter Margot said this exact thing to me about slime tigers 2 nights ago at bedtime. There's no way anyone read regurgitate their prey in order to kill it and eat it again and didn't laugh. Which is great because it prepares us for the movie. Obviously, anacondas aren't out there killing and eating people. Our shoulders are too broad, apparently. Those anacondas don't want none. But truly, no documented cases. There's also no record of anyone worshipping anacondas, but we're not going to let any of those silly details get in the way of enjoying this motion picture. The title slowly moving into view and then disappearing makes this an Anaconda-style opening title. Oh dang, sneaky and quick glimpse of a corpse. I know it's Danny Trejo, I had to confirm with IMDb because his upper lip looks so naked, but that is him. Pulls it into focus just long enough to possibly plant a seed for the extra vigilant viewer. That is an amazing way to illustrate Snake's strength. Oops, spoke too soon, illustrated even further. Realism, nobody who isn't trained in high pressure situations is hitting any target when they're this terrified. Danny Trejo is 52 here, so yeah, Danny Trejo's workout routine. Expectation subversion, everyone thought we were about to see Trejo get munched, but at least with a gun he knows he'll only have to die the one time. It takes another 35 minutes for the snake to start breaking necks, but this movie takes every opportunity to give us a fake out, or dare I say, a snake out. I'm not sorry.
I think we may have a chance.
Well, you get me there, and I'll shoot it.
Ha, I assume she means with a camera, and while it's been a few decades since I watched this last, methinks she might be shooting with something else by the end.
What happened to you?
Oh, just a small attack of piranha. Barely escaped with my life.
Another animal that we're all terrified of that while there are recorded deaths, it's extremely rare, and sadly you can't dip your foot into the water and expect it to come out as just bones, sadly.
Somebody's up awfully early.
Yeah, well, today's a good day.
A+. Honestly, I wish more movies did this. I want to see Lady Gaga in the middle of a dramatic scene turn to someone and say, Bill, you just don't understand. I'm on the edge of glory. Rama, ooh la la, poker face. Hugging.
Careful! Fall down! Fragile! Expensive wine!
Amazing intro, yelling at the help, first saying the type of wine and then clarifying that it is expensive wine. His opening lines could have been, I'm just anaconda food, and the effect would be the same.
From here we will travel by river barge up through shallow tributaries in search of the elusive people of the mist, the Shirishama tribe, one of the last great mysteries of the rainforest.
According to the most recent research, there are 194 uncontacted tribes, otherwise known as indigenous peoples in voluntary isolation in the world. 124 of them are in Brazil, and fortunately we have organizations and laws specifically dedicated to making sure random doofuses and documentarians like this don't go barging into their lives. So I guess my point is, smart way to get us to root for the snakes. Tivas with socks. 97 Owen Wilson looks like he's about to go see Turnstile. I think his face sort of makes it clear, but I would not have trusted Jim Phelps regardless. And somehow John Voight keeps this stank face up the entire movie, and that deserves a counter. See, he's immediately making everyone uncomfortable.
What does a failed priest do in the jungle?
Fail? Who says I fail? I didn't fail.
Believable.
A salad would be perfect, little baby bird.
Dang, I bet he'll never use that nickname in a more nefarious way. Looked like she almost went into the Macarena there. But in the 90s, women would just start dancing alone in crowded rooms. Oh, not in your experience? Guess you weren't at the parties I was at when I was 12.
I missed you.
Dang, Eric Stoltz and J-Lo have some believable chemistry. Oh, wow, there he is. For the record, according to Margot, slime tigers are ridden by dark bad guy princesses. Also, anacondas do actually make a sound when provoked. It's more of a hiss, but who doesn't love a monster shriek? Oh, dang, detached eyeball. But that's the one and only time something like that happens in this movie. I'll bet you $1 million right now. Danny playing Mac 10's faux life is amazing because Ice Cube produced this track and was in West Side Connection with Mac 10, meaning Ice Cube exists in the Anaconda universe, but his son O'Shea was only 6 at this point, so no telling who plays him.
You and who saw me?
Your mama's.
Classic 90s movie interaction, especially since these two end up being buddies. Also, I haven't heard someone go after someone else's mama in years, and yeah, it's still funny.
So, are we getting close?
Just around this bend.
Speaking of which, the other day I said up your butt and around the corner to Jude, and apparently kids don't say that anymore? What has happened to the youth? Everything is just gyat this, gyat that. Point is, Voight is so good, I still don't know when he's lying.
You know the story.
Of course. I believe, however, it's a legend of the Maku.
Also the Shirishama.
The way he barely tries to sell it.
A Shirishama idol, although this is the subject of some dispute.
I know what I know.
The timing of his entry, how fussy he is, the accent, choice, it's also good. The mere fact that they need those bug nets lets me know the Amazon is not for me. some resting stank face. Two things can be true. Number one, the sounds they would capture would be amazing. And number two, it is insane to walk into the Amazon at night with no knowledge of the area. Loving the snake POV shots. He's a little sicko.
Wait. Shh. Do you hear that? The silence.
But that would be terrifying. Props to Denise for noticing it through the jungle lust.
Is it just me, or does the jungle make you really, really horny?
Oh no, I think it's the jungle.
Snake out! But yeah, it's always a bore. It's like movie secondhand for scary, but not for the reasons you think.
Maybe better I do it. This river can kill you in 1,000 ways.
I can handle it.
Played your ego like a fiddle, Kale. This fake offer is genius because now who would suspect the sabotage?
Kangaroo Q swims up into your urethra, finds a nice warm spot, spreads its thorny little spines, refuses to budge.
Have to cut it out.
That's it, man. I'm getting the hell back to L.A.
Smartest thing anyone has said so far. This whole scene is a snake out. Ooh, I love the blurry, faded brick red we know to be Sarone's shirt before we're shown his face. And I mean, I get it, she's pretty, but no. What's your goal here? I will say, for all the talk about hating where they are, Danny jumps right in the water to save Kale with no idea what's attacking him. And this is after hearing about the urethra fish. Badass good guy, and badass good friend. The lesson I learned from this scene was to never trust snorkels or scuba equipment ever. Brutal, just a quick emergent cricothyrotomy, no biggie. Sarone's a totally normal dude, nothing to worry about. And yeah, Sarone wouldn't make the mistake of calling it a tracheotomy or trach. Dude knows it's a crike.
I can blow in 10 minutes. Sorry if you're feeling sensitive. We could turn around and lose 2 days. It's up to you.
Sarone is the perfect con man slash grifter. He presents himself as more knowledgeable than anyone else, which is why he had to get rid of Kale for exposing his lie, but while they might not think his ideas are any good, he's made it seem like they don't have any other options. It's obvious to us because we're watching the movie, but I wonder how many human head in a snake's mouth statues I miss on a daily basis and just keep living my life, not knowing how close I was to getting garried. I mean, it even has Sarone's stank face. Wonderfully claustrophobic shot. And a fun crane down from the dinghy to the fuse. 90s explosion, every angle possible. Reminds me of that time a town in Oregon decided to blow up a beached whale. Classic video. Idiots.
Babies. All of them babies.
Very normal and not weird.
So young. I guess so lethal.
They don't need to show us Trejo's carcass. This is all we need to see to know where we are. Although, did he also execute a bird?
Mateo, come with me.
I mean, it makes sense that you'd want the captain to confirm stuff about boats, and also if he's part of your ruse, and also you want it to be the only captain left.
Hold up. I'm gonna get this on film.
You don't need sound, do you?
No, I'm not gonna go.
Gary gets it. There is no amount you could pay me to walk waist deep through an anaconda-infested Amazonian river. Or just any Amazonian river. Okay, let's be honest, any river, but especially if it's basically still like this, nah. Listen to your gut. Ice Cube did, and he makes it out of this movie. So many things being revealed at the same time. Sarone did recognize the boat, Sarone and Mateo know each other, and for the audience, Sarone and Mateo knew Trejo. Also, the copy next to the picture is about Israel and Hezbollah, so very cool that this piece is probably still relevant today. Sarone's snake-shaped face scar is pretty on point. Couldn't have asked for a more appropriate injury, which also works because to my American ears, his Paraguayan accent sounds more like Tony Montana's Cuban accent.
I know what I know. You can accept it or reject it. Leave me at the next village.
Impressive restraint to not show the first on-screen anaconda attack of a human until almost halfway through the movie, and wow, he is totally screwed fast. Beautifully unnecessary and horrific neck snap.
I'm going back.
Sarone, go with him.
Maybe some other time.
Banger of a response, especially since he sounds like Christopher Walken.
Maybe some other time.
They do a great job of consistently making us think he'll die.
What the hell is this?
Anaconda skin.
The levels of no I would reach have never been reached before.
Is snakes out there this big?
CQ gets it.
Snakes don't eat people.
Oh, they don't?
I know some people point with the middle finger, but Sarone knew exactly what he was doing. Also, are you even people, Sarone?
Imagine something this big captured alive. That's worth a lot of money, Gary.
Ooh, targeting Gary with that is phenomenal.
We're not leaving. If it was you out there, you'd want us to stay too.
Listen, if it was me out there, I'd be dead.
Sometimes the guy having the panic attack is the one making the most sense.
We're gonna aim some lights at the boat.
That's a good idea. Lights are a good idea.
So condescending, and again, a great grifter move. Agreeing with the de facto leader until he can take over, just like he did with Kale.
Dangerous sighting. Huh, Gary? Capture alive? Maybe $1 million, Gary.
I gotta give Voight credit for the way he makes Gary's name sound like poison on his tongue. Like, as part of the grift is saying his name in that familiar way, but he cannot do it with that accent. Amazing to me that in the giant snake that eats people movie, they made sure not to shatter your suspension of disbelief by having Danny expose the film to the light when 99% of the audience was probably expecting him to pull a gun out. I appreciate that Sarone has considered how to restrain the giant man-eating snake.
Man, what
love a character that represents the audience's thoughts, and honestly, I think Ice Cube should be that role in pretty much every movie.
Can't catch anacondas without bait.
Not on my boat.
Here, boy, you speak for everybody? Gary, you speak for everybody?
Moment of truth, Gary. You still have a chance to get out of this alive, bruh.
Have you lost your mind?
Have I lost my mind? No, I haven't lost my mind. If anything, I'm completely lucid right now.
Ooh, sorry, not the answer we were looking for. We wish you well on your journey to becoming snake poo.
Hey, all you guys do is you question and you criticize. You don't know shit about the shit we're in out here, and neither do I.
They did send a poet on this 1997 mission to a foreign place. It's a Contact reference. It's a good movie, you should watch it.
But I guarantee you I know who does. This guy. Paul has been here.
If you were wondering why they cast Dignant from Bottle Rocket in this movie, this is it. Selling an absurd idea to people who should know better is like his whole thing. Although he's getting closer to his terrible first date guy from The Cable Guy.
I know what I'm gonna do. I'm about to throw both of y'all son of bitches in the river myself.
I don't think so.
Dang, I was just kind of kidding before, but you're for sure cooked now, Gary. Few things are scarier than somebody who clearly doesn't know how to handle a firearm handling a firearm. Again, a movie under 90 minutes and the protagonist see the snake for the first time 50 minutes in. No studio would allow that these days. Granted, this might not be the benchmark for what a studio should do. Correct, appropriate reactions. We've already seen it, but in the water like this somehow makes its scale more terrifying. Plus, dolly zoom. It's so fun that this movie is gruesome in ways nobody can predict. That's why you never look. If you don't look, the monster isn't there. Rules I've lived by since 6 years old. Hasn't failed me yet. It sounds epic though. Scary thing about animals, they're writhing in pain, but the second they hear food, they're locked in. Such a brutal fake out since he actually gets on the boat. See, it's not a snake out this time because he got. Oof, that's good stuff. I mean bad, but sorry, Gary. We all heard you loud and clear.
I don't think so.
This scene has always stuck with me, although in my memory it's much slower. My brain might be mixing the resurface with the initial fall. Brains are fun. Lots of conflicting emotions, I imagine. He went from the horny boom operator to a backstabbing, money-hungry psycho in less than a day, but she still liked him.
May the souls of the faithful depart through the mercy of God. Rest in peace. Amen. Non departum filii spiritus sancti.
Ha! He barely even tries to sell it in the end.
How you like I presume to throw you in the river? You like that, presume?
Sarone does an excellent job of making us hate him. Wow, that is epic though. I honestly enjoy when movies acknowledge things like how Terry is as attractive as Jennifer Lopez and therefore would probably be pretty good in a honeypot. Dang, John Voight and J-Lo have some believable chemistry. I'm sorry, not really.
Think I'm stupid! I'm not stupid!
You're kinda stupid. Cube as the diversion from Westridge means they almost certainly knew he wasn't gonna really fall for the honeypot, which makes sense because nobody in the world would believe that.
Shall I hit him again to make sure? No, let's throw him in the river.
Haven't we had enough of that?
Compassion comes back to bite good guys from the movies in the butt every time. Should still do it though. Compassion is good.
You stranded, the shipwreck boat, your route to the hospital.
How could you forget about the wasp?
Classic villain move. Needs credit for everything, even if it gets him mollywopped.
See, what you do is not so hard. I can trap a snake too.
Boom, roasted. Ah, so he saw the blinking neon sign that reads, "She's the point of weakness in the group as well, huh?"
I'll give you a driving lesson.
I know, you're thinking, but he's redeemed. Why is he offloading this valuable knowledge? Yeah, sorry, you don't come back from shaming service workers.
LA traffic and my cellular phone.
Don't start.
And I know it's a little hacky to have the prim and proper guy and the Ice Cube guy who started off as enemies finally like each other, but honestly, Ice Cube and Jonathan Hyde have great chemistry here, and it makes me wish Westridge would survive.
We're going to have to winch ourselves loose. You wrap a rope around that tree, pull it tight. If not, we stuck here forever.
I rather hope I'd done my bit.
Us too, brother.
Last time I was in water like this, I was up all night picking leeches off my scrotum.
Fun line to let us know that Westridge actually does have experience doing adventure-y stuff.
Never look in the eyes of those you kill. They will haunt you forever. I know.
Another smart grifter move to make her think about Gary and throw her off balance. But also, no way she could have seen that coming. Even Ethan Hunt would have been proud. Also, it counts. Oh, and he killed her just like his favorite animal does it, with the crushing, etc. Also, the praying is a reminder that he was a priest. But I'm starting to think he didn't leave the priesthood just because he needed to see the real world?
Baby bird.
The way he says it like he always knew he'd have to choke out the baby bird. It's a simple thing, possibly even just a practical thing, but constantly filming the crew in the water at water level really adds to the ness of this last act.
Back on the boat!
Just the subtle movement and nothing else. Actually terrifying. Self-sacrifice. I know he's not dead yet, but, you know. Hey, Heck yeah, Cube. Aw, dang, sorry, Cube. And after all is said and done, Westridge definitely gets the coolest death. So close to escaping. Also, it is messed up that the Anaconda managed to bite every single one of their faces so far. Also, anacondas are great swimmers, but slow on land except for trees. They're great climbers, so the reveal here that the snake got to Westridge by climbing a tree actually makes sense. 3 shots to the head. Heck yeah. Also, what is it with this movie and eyeballs? Kale to the rescue. Another vivid memory is that thumb in the neck hole. So dang brutal. OMG, they found an inverted waterfall. They're gonna be rich. Love the out-of-focus foreground. Are we seeing a snake skin? Just some twisty bark? Some really fun camera work here. Just by the way that bucket of blood is sloshing, we know exactly where this is going.
See this? Human bones. That's how it comes out. Ashes to ashes.
Just a completely ridiculous lie and thing to believe, but very scary sounding, especially with his weird pseudo sign of the cross thing. So she's definitely the bigger one, but it is amazing how much bigger both anacondas were in my memory, especially their heads. Regardless, the little tornado thing they both do to wrap up their prey is fantastic. I don't know how I thought he was gonna try to catch it, but a net was not in my top 5. Sarone, you never cease to amaze. All-time movie monster shot. The angle, the speed, the questionable but decent for its time CGI, I love it. I like to think that this anaconda has been watching everything, and while it would usually go for the face the way her boyfriend did, she knows Sarone deserves a more drawn-out end, and so she's giving us that. Also, I just want to confirm that I was correctly gendering the snakes, and apparently the first one is intended to be the girl, and this one is the boy, but they got it backwards because the females are bigger, so we're just gonna switch to neutral pronouns. Definitely gross, but based on the dummy's missing eye, they absolutely edited out his eye popping out, because is it really even death if both your eyes stay inside your head is something someone behind the scenes clearly asked multiple times. Nope. Get it? Because this happens in Nope. Fantastic and inventive shot either way. It also managed to swallow him alive. They really wanted to make us happy. Snake vision. Incredible choice. Absolutely incredible choice. I wish I could have been a fly on the wall when this was pitched. And it proved the opening crawl correct. It gets to kill him again. But most importantly, Sarone is the slime tiger now. Snake explosion. I mean, everything they've done seems like the right moves, but I can't help but feel like they just keep making it worse. Because now a giant snake is on fire and chasing Jennifer Lopez. Get me my Twizzlers. I'm telling you, they are obsessed with eyeballs. This time it's on fire. And I'm not kidding.
Goes for the eyes.
Open up your eyes.
Go for the eyes! For the eyes! Blinded! Never look in the eyes of those you kill.
It's a tight 90, but I could have used 20 more minutes of them thinking it's dead and then it jump scaring them again. But yeah, comeuppance for... I guess the only one it really killed was Sarone.
Bitch.
We used to make movies in this country.
You're a mess.
OMG, he doesn't even know about the anacondas. He's not gonna believe their story. Hugging.
Shirishama. Sarone was right.
He was. I mean, he lied about the wall that blots out the sun, but there was a waterfall with a ninja snake, and he definitely wasn't lying about them being here. If they just listened to him, at least 20% more of them would be alive. Boat floating off into the horizon set to some pan flute? Please and thank you. Gosh, what a terrible movie, in the best way. I think we're supposed to know fairly early what we're getting into, but just in case we're still unsure, with 9 minutes of runtime left, a goopy, half-digested John Voight is vomited onto his knees to wink at the protagonist. Just epic levels of not giving an F. Interestingly, this was not my memory of the movie, but like most 90s movies, I saw it in chunks as reruns on TV. But in my memory, it was a dead serious movie about a giant snake and the pretty lady from the Selena movie. Maybe the craziest fun fact about this movie is that it was a box office success. We loved it, and I really do understand why. It's goofy in the right way, as ridiculous as John Voight's accent and everything is, he pretty much owns it. Fun story, I couldn't find the Blu-ray for this movie alone, so I had to buy a box set of, get this, all 4 Anaconda movies. So, those are things that exist. Honestly, I'm extremely curious about them. You know, whether they stay in the so bad it's good territory or if they go off the rails. My money is on the latter, but maybe I'll make some kind of video about them at some point on Nebula.
John Voight Stankface. John Voight Stankface.